Hi everyone, I want to share with you my mini album I made for Lucina. Lucina was my DSC swap partner and she wanted a Valentine theme mini and we had to incorporate bling into the mini album. And I used the Making Memories Vintage Finding Collection. And this is using the Top Note Shape mini album. All the pages I edged with the walnut stain distress ink and I glimmer mist them all with the pearl, which is this one, and it's one of my favorites that I use a lot of. So let me show you what I did here. I added a 1-inch binding ring, and then I add all the antique brass extra large eyelets to all the pages. I added some of the ribbons that came with the collection, and then I incorporated my fibers that I got from creativefiberarts.com. So for the front cover here, this is a Sizzix frame that I distressed with the walnut stain, and then I added that diamond dust, and I love the way it just shimmers. Here's some Prima bling. This ticket I edged and distressed and added the rock candy stickles on top. And for this flower, this was a white Prima flower that I did the same technique that I did on my other mini. I curled it, then heat set it to where it curls up, and then I stained it using these starburst stains that I got from lindystampgang.com, and I love the shimmer to it. It's just very, very pretty. And I added some gold sequins in the center, and these are white Prima flowers that I folded in half, and then I glimmer mist it with the Oriental Poppy, which is a very pretty orange. And then I distressed parts of it with the walnut stain, and then I added the pearl. And then this leaf is the Making Memories leaf. I didn't want the leaf to look like a perfect leaf, so what I did was I added some hot glue at the tip of the leaf, and then I just pinched it like this. And I love the way it came out. So for the first page, these are using those glassine envelopes that came with the collection, and they came in 3 different sizes, so I just basically adhere them to each other using some red sticky tape. I made a photo mat inside for each pocket, and then added some cardstock to the back where she can journal, and then I edged it with the edging tool and then the vintage photo distressing ink. I add some bling to the top, and this this ticket here I glimmer mist with a pearl and edged and distressed it. And then I add this tape here that came with the collection, and she can place a photo right here. This is a Prima flower that came with the Essential 5 collage collection. And then this is also a Making Memories flower, and I did the same technique that I did with the leaf. I just add some hot glue, and then I pinch the ends, and then I add the Making Memories flower in the center. For this page, I did this on one of my other minis where I got the doily, I folded it in half, I glimmer mist it, then I distressed it, and then I just kind of crinkled it to give it a distressed look. And then I placed it behind this pocket envelope. This stamp crown was already on the envelope, so I just added some pearl, some crackle accent to the bottom, and then I used my decorative scissors, and then I cut the top. And inside the tag, and I added one of those musical note clips, and then I stamped Listen to Your Heart, and this is from the Tim Holtz stamp. I edged and distressed it, and then glimmer mist it with a pearl. And I did the same thing with this ticket, edged and distressed and glimmer mist it. This is a Prima flower, and I love this flower. Just really pretty orange. For this page here, I did 2 techniques on the flourish. I added some glossy accent, and then I also added the vintage photo distress stickles. On here, they had some flowers on here which were interesting because they were the same color as these flowers, but I just got my hot glue and then glued these flowers right on top of those flowers. And then I got the rock candy stickles and just painted this entire page with it. And this is actually from my Essential 5 Prima flowers. I did the same technique that you do with those rose flowers that Tim Holtz had showed on his blog. And the flowers came like this, and I bought a lot of these essential flowers from Prima, and I was kind of, as much as I love these, I was kind of getting tired of the shape, so I thought, you know, why not, because they're already decorated, make those rose flowers, or use the same technique with these flowers. So that's what I did. You could do it with this one, you can do it with this shape one. So here's a couple of other ones that I did, and it was really quick and easy to do. And you can even add the diamond dust on these too as well, and it would look really pretty. So give it a try, because I know a lot of you got a bunch of those when I think it's Scrap Diner that went out, that closed out. So you could do those with those, and so that's what I did with this one. And for this page, some bling. All the pages have bling in it, and I added the shipping tag, and I tied this rose that was from the collection, because it has a wire on it. It's able to hold it down pretty good. So you just, lift it up, and then it just flaps back down, and then it holds it down pretty well. And then I added the flowers from the collection, and then a Prima flower, and then this I edged and distressed it also. For this page here, I adhered this paper right here that came in one of the kits, and I glimmer mist it with the iridescent gold, and I distressed it, and then I adhered this paper on top, and then every other polka dot I add glossy accent, which is one of my favorite things to do. And then I hand cut this flower, this rose, and add some stickles, and then same thing with the leaf. I hand cut that out. And then it's a pocket, so I place a tag, and I glimmer mist this with olive vine and the creme de rouge. And then she can journal. I left it blank. I'm not sure she would want to put a picture here, or maybe stamp one of her favorite stamps on there. And then I added some fibers. Sometimes when I'm giving away a mini album, I don't want to do too much to the tags, only because sometimes they might have a certain or specific favorite stamp that they like that they might want to incorporate on there. So I left that blank. And then this one's my favorite page. I used the file number 2 die, and I just made an accordion fold on the bottom for both of these files here, and then it just goes down like this. And this is the gemstone cardstock. This I did the stamp emboss resist technique using my French script stamp, and then I added a scallop envelope, and then here's a tag from the collection, and then I used one of these little tags, and then I adhered one of the Prima flowers on it, and then I just added one of these die cut tags that came also from the collection, and then it just folds up like that. And then I used the Fleur de Lis embossing folder. I love this embossing folder. Then I distressed the edges. I added this pressed petal metal that I distressed with the vintage photo. Added some Prima lace, some bling. Again, I did another one of these flowers using that starburst stain. I used the starburst stain on this white Prima flower, and then added this Prima flower in the center. And then added some little blings to this Prima. And then I added some bling to some of these dots here on the page. This page, this was actually a tag. I cut off the top part. This was the bottom piece, so I put the bottom piece here, and then she could place her photo here. And I put it underneath some vintage lace. I added this sequence butterfly on a dimensional sticker, and then a Prima flower, and then some Making Memories flower. And then on this page, this is using the Wild Card pocket envelope die that I just recently got, and then this little tag. She can add a picture and journaling in the back. And then this is using that round tab punch some Prima flower. I used the Prima flower, folded in half, and used it as a leaf. And then this is a pressed petal metal plate that says love, and it's distressed. So that's your mini, Lucina. I hope you like it. I had a great time making this for you. And thanks everybody for watching. Bye.